welcome back to Studio 6A. I know you've been here before. I saw you 3 times tape Austin City Limits. The backdrop is still back behind there.
It's great, yes.
Could you talk about the ACL experience?
Again, speaking of small clubs to be in,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I'll never forget the very first time where I saw the what do you call it?
Skyline.
The skyline, the backdrop,
Right.
having grown up watching that, and then having it there, you could touch it, right? It was magic.
Some people think it's real.
It
right?
was absolute magic to me. So I was just in awe the entire time. Every single time that I've been fortunate enough to be on that program, it just felt like you were just I'm a pig and you know what, just truly happy.
Well, your shows were wonderful.
Thank you.
Great. Hi.
Hi.
You mentioned before the taping started about being on the road and what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
For those of us who've never experienced that, it sounds like such a difficult life to be able to, just city after city and
Mm-hmm.
living on a bus. Can you give us a sense of what that's like?
Well, it's a challenge, but I've been very fortunate in my life to travel with wonderful people, and that makes a huge difference. Think about it. Just you're in this tiny space with people, and you have to get along. And so I've been really fortunate to travel with great folks, respectful, mutually supportive. Every once in a while, you get a not so good fit, and it reveals itself quickly, so you have to make a change. But generally, it's, we all work really hard, and we're really serious about what we do, and we value it, and it feels like a family. So,
Well, we're glad to see you.
thank you.
How many nights would you say these days you're spending on the road?
Oh my gosh, a lot.
More than 100 over
Oh.
the course of a year?
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've really been hitting it hard the last 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because I don't like to say no.
This is what you do.
This is what I do. That's right.
Good. Ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
You were talking before about loving what you do, and your songs are so personal. They and like Only a Dream, I loved that song when I first heard it. It means more, and for different reasons now, 20-some years later. And I was just wondering, do you ever fall out of love with a song and then go back to it and go, you know what, I really love this song? Do you go back to it later?
I think that's a great question. I think there's certain songs that you could get a little weary of. A song like Only a Dream isn't one of those.
No.
And I love the idea that it has changed it has resonated differently with you as time has gone on.
I'm the youngest of 6 girls, and
I
25
understand.
years ago,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I was the last one to leave the house.
Yep.
And I've lost 2 of my sisters since. So then to go back to it now,
Yeah.
it
You have a
kind
whole-
of squeezes your heart a little.
It can just, the colors of your emotions can change.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They certainly can. I like the idea. I've always felt, I can tell you what I wrote that song about, but at the same time, I've never wanted to dictate to a listener what the meaning is. I want them to connect to it however they do. And it's one thing where you have certain songs, are based on this, that, and the other thing. But a song like that, I'm pleased that it means something different to you as time goes on, and that you find different things to connect to.
Great. Thank you. Great question. Ma'am. Hi.
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 I want to thank you, first of all. You've always been really politically engaged. I remember watching you on the CMA Awards, and you were wearing an AIDS ribbon. And when I was 15, you were the only one, and that stuck out. And thank you for being that way, and you continue to be that way. But I want to know, times are a little weird right now. Has that changed? Is it more intense for you when you do speak up, or has it stopped you or changed how you address that kind of stuff?
It's a difficult time now, isn't it? And that's such a calm way of putting it. But no, I mean it. I think about this all the time now, and that is how do you navigate the world with what we are, with the events every day going on in the world, and the polarization in our own country, not just the world, just our own country. And the only thing I can come up with is that we have to go forward. And I have to, my heart has to stay open, because I believe we have to talk to each other. And some people dismiss that. Some people feel like that's just ridiculous. But I have to go forward. And the only way forward for me is to not take the bait, not be provoked into ugliness, not be recriminating. It's not that I don't have feelings, but I believe that we have things we can say to one another. And the day that I don't want to speak to someone who feels differently than me is the day that I might as well just give up, and I'm not ready to give up. So that's how I feel. It is harder. It is harder because people can anonymously attack you on social media. They can say ugly things. They can hurt your feelings. I have a thin skin. But it's just, it's like that's the moment where I go forward.
Do you have any problem with artists being political?
Absolutely.
This is a big.
Here's what I have a problem with.
This is a big controversy
No,
these
here's
days,
what
of
I have
course,
a
right?
problem
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
It's for people who criticize artists,
Artists for being
political.
right.
What, as whoever said it, it was a very well put sentence. The day that I decided to pick up my guitar did not become the day that I put down my responsibilities as a citizen.
This is a citizen, right? Yeah.
But I've always felt like
Right.
that when people say that, shut up and sing or whatever that,
Right. Well, look at how Taylor Swift was reacted to for daring to step out for
Well,
the first time and be political,
right.
right? Yeah.
That was her choice, and it's not for me to judge her for whatever she chooses to do. It's only what I choose to do.
Right.
And I've always chosen to advocate on behalf of whatever I advocate for, and it begins and ends with me. And if somebody wants to take me to task for that they can do that.
You're making your choice.
But I'm making my choice.
Good. Excellent. Thank you. Good question. Ma'am, hi.
Hi, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being an inspiration for so long. I wondered where you're finding inspiration now, from what you're reading or what other music you're listening to,
Yeah,
or from
great-
the
great
visual
question.
arts or performing arts.
Great
What's
question.
inspiring you?
Well, the same things inspire me now that inspired me more than 30 years ago, and that those can be everything from something in the newspaper to driving. When you drive, I live in the middle of nowhere, so the grocery store is about a 40-mile round trip, and I just get lost in music in the car, whatever, and just thoughts come to you, emotional experiences, people I've met, books, poems, paintings, Patti Smith.
Right.
Just it's
Do
everywhere.
you stay current? Do you listen to new music, or do you think about the world of art now, or is it often going back to things that you loved before?
It's all of that.
It is.
It's all of that.
Yeah.
There's, if anything, the hard part of being alive now, I think, is that there's not enough time
Yeah, there's so much
to
stuff, right?
explore everything you encounter every day in whatever way you encounter it.
Right.
It's
Excellent.
just not enough time.
Good.
Thank you.
Steve, we're good for the last one? Hi.
Hi.
I didn't have to disappoint anybody. This is so good. Okay. Yes.
Well, I have a question just kind of on the light side. Do you still have dogs?
I
and
do.
if you do, what are their names? What kind are they? And do they travel with you?
I still have dogs. I'm down to 2. I was up, had a high of 6.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
And but I'm down to 2, and they're 2. One's a Heinz 57, and the other, just a total, who knows what he is. And then another's a little Norwich Terrier, and they're old. They're on the
Sweet.
old side. So one's Ted and one's Emma, and
don't travel with you.
they don't travel with me. Yeah,
Okay.
they love their pet sitters far more than they love me.
Well, we're looking forward to the concert. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you tonight.
As I said, this was great and meaningful, and I'm so happy we were able to do this and bring this all to you, and I'm so happy that I got to spend time with Mary Chapin Carpenter. So please give her a big hand. Thank you.